they are lying about this virus.
While this is a serious incident, WHO assesses the public health risk as low.
40 people left that boat.
For the people on the cruise ship, I'm worried. Of course, we've got to make sure that they get care. For the broader public, this is not a huge concern.
A 40-year-old Dutch flight attendant has been hospitalized. So what is really happening?
I don't know about y'all, but things are not quite adding up here. Before we get into today's video, I just want to let you guys know that this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just doing this video to make the world open their eyes to diseases, which is running rampant in America and all over the world, really. And 40 people is enough people to spread disease, sickness, whatever. All right, let's watch this video from Miss Randall, and we'll take it from there. I mean, could it be CB is Hauntavirus? It could be.
All had a wonderful week. Hope everybody is feeling good. I know most of y'all are watching what's going on, and hello. Things are getting really weird. You guys, y'all gonna want to stay to the end of this video. Stay to the end of this video because it's a lot. You're not gonna want to miss anything. By the way, I need to tell y'all, if you don't already know, Mother's Day is on Sunday. So if any of y'all forgot, I'm letting y'all know now. You can't say you forgot. Mother's Day is Sunday, so make sure to remember to call your mom. Set an alarm on your phone right now if you need to so you don't forget. Draw her a card. Make her a pie, something, and shout out to all my mommies out there. Happy Mother's Day to y'all. Happy Mother's Day to all the grandmas out there. Love you guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and a little extra love and hug to all of the women out there that have lost a child. They're saying some pretty wild stuff over on the TikTok.
So they are lying about this virus. I just came across something that is insane. You know how everyone doesn't want them to get off the ship, keep them on the ship, don't let them disembark? Well, guess what? You know, the Swiss couple, the husband, they flew back to Switzerland, they disembarked early, and now he went to the hospital, he has it, they're both in quarantine, they're monitoring her for symptoms. I was thinking, why would they let them off? It's very weird. So as I started researching, guess what, guys? 23 people, not just those two, 23 people got off that cruise at the same time. Already got off of that ship between April 21st and April 24th. And we haven't heard a single word about it.
But not only that, they've taken several people off of this cruise ship to receive medical care, and potentially 40 people have already gotten off of the ship earlier, and they're now back at their home or in their home countries, including the US. Now, before we get into the rest, I need to remind y'all, I'm not a professional. I pull all of my information from very public sources and news sources that is already out there, filter it through my own words and opinions. Please go do your own research, form your own opinions. Everything in this video is alleged. Just don't show hate to anybody anywhere. Now, again, if you watched my last video, we talked about how the Andes variant of the Hauntavirus is the one that you can spread from person to person, okay, human contact. And at the time, the WHO had not officially confirmed it yet, but now they have confirmed it that yes, it is the variant that spreads from person to person. And since my last video, 3 people, including the ship's doctor, were evacuated off of the ship and taken to specialized hospitals in Europe. Now, get this, y'all, because I'm going to tell y'all, it's blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind. It's giving bat soup, if you know what I mean. I'm having flashbacks. I mean, we went through some things in this past 6 years, right? Listen to this. The official word at this point is that the experts believe that this outbreak may have been caused by the Dutch couple. You guys remember the first man that passed on the ship, and his wife later passed away after getting off of the ship and getting onto an airplane. But then get this, the people that worked on the cruise ship, after he passed away, they did an announcement and told everybody, they called everybody, hey, they said, yes, this gentleman, he passed away from natural causes. Check this out.
One of our passengers sadly passed away last night. Tragic as it is, it was due to natural causes, we believe. Whatever health issues he was struggling with, I'm told by the doctor were not infectious. So the ship is safe when it comes to that. Health issues he was struggling with, I'm told by the doctor were not infectious. So the ship is safe when it comes to that.
And it almost makes me wonder if the boat captain or the people on the ship knew that he was sick, that he was having symptoms, and then they let the wife get off. I mean, what an odd thing to say for somebody that passes away from natural causes. That don't worry, he's not infectious, the ship is safe. But then you let the wife get off too.
Now, they didn't know then that it was the Hauntavirus, so I'm not going to hold that against them, but how weird is that? Well, now they're saying that apparently this couple visited a landfill site during a bird watching tour, and authorities believe that this must be where they contracted the virus. And this is what is giving me the bat soup theory. If y'all remember, then you remember, because it's like, oh, where did they get they went and watched birds at a landfill site. So this is where they contracted it. However, authorities have also said that this area where the landfill is has never had a recorded case of the Hauntavirus. Never happened before. So how can they say that? Now, remember earlier when I said people who were never on this cruise ship may have contracted this virus? Well, a Dutch flight attendant who came in contact with that wife that was on the airplane before she passed away is now being tested for the Hauntavirus. And this flight attendant briefly helped this woman get off of the plane when she was supposed to get onto her second flight. But again, she was deemed too sick to fly. Well, the Dutch woman later collapsed again at the airport. She passed away. This flight attendant was picked up from her home by medical crews after reportedly experiencing mild symptoms, according to health officials. So she helps her get off the plane.
Well, that's probably our problem in America. You know, it's mouse poo, rat poo, dried up in the fields, farm fields, hay. You know, this is something that on a windy day, if you live in the country, it can literally be picked up by the wind and people are breathing it in. So a haunted disease, it might be. What they couldn't figure out, CB, that very well might be. Same symptoms, it just mutated into something else. So yeah, it's a big problem. You know, are they taking it serious? No, they're not taking it serious. You know, people, I already got people commenting, telling me, even my own mods, you know, no, it ain't, you're crazy. And well, it is, you know. And what are they saying now? 2 or 3 movie stars died. We know Hackman died from haunted disease, and his wife. Where did they live? In the United States. In America. So is that what we're seeing? Flu-like symptom? Yeah, it's haunted. Congested lungs, and yeah, that's what it is. So it could be. Now, what do we do? I don't know. Dissect it and start making a vaccine for it or something, or pills to take, penicillin, whatever. And this is stuff that should be passed out. You shouldn't have to go to the doctor for this stuff. These are antibacterial, parasite medications that if you took it and didn't have a parasite, it wouldn't kill you. You know, unless you're allergic to something, or even the penicillin. Unless you're allergic to it, don't take it. But would it kill you if you didn't have the disease? No. Now, this is stuff in other countries. They They sell this at the store. You could walk right into like a CVS in other countries and buy the Hanta disease. Here you go, penicillin or whatever it is, or antibiotic. They should be taken as serious. Why? Because we're in a country where we farm. And if you look and do your research on YouTube, Google it, farms are being taken over by what? Mice. What do mice do? Crap all over and pee. So if it's in the hay, they're feeding it to the animals. If it's in the dirt, they're plowing it up, breathing it in. So yeah, it's a problem. It's like ticks. Right now they have that tick that's coming up from the southern states, and it's getting people real sick, killing them. And this is a simple bug, a tick, a bug. And they can't kill all. It's like they can't kill them. You know, there should be a thing across the whole country of killing ticks, you know, and mosquitoes. So people are like, well, we don't need ticks. And we don't need mosquitoes. They're transfers of disease and sickness. You know, well, the birds feed them. I think the birds will be okay not eating mosquitoes that are infected or bugs that are infected. And then the birds are dying. You know, is it that? Is it really a sickness, or is it magic that they're using? Sorcery, witchery, whatever, who knows? Let's continue with Miss Randall's. Oh, excuse me. I had some of that Rise coffee today, a half a cup of it or whatever, and it just tasted like somebody opened my mouth, crapped in it, and then shut it and said swallow. You know, it was just horrible. I don't know if it's good for you, but I drank it. All right, let's listen to the rest.
Not long afterwards, she starts getting symptoms. And maybe she just had a sniffle, because you better believe one thing. If I come in contact with something like this, honey, and I get dust in my nose and I sneeze, I'm calling them people. Come and monitor me. And maybe that's what she did, because that's what I would be doing. Yes, put me in a padded room, hook me up to an IV and a heart monitor, and make sure I'm not coming down with this crazy mess. And so maybe that's what she's doing, but maybe it's not. And if it's not, this is going to be very concerning very quickly. There's also been reporting that there is this French person that was on the plane with this Dutch woman on her first flight and never stepped foot on the ship, is also being monitored. And this is according to France's health ministry. Testing information for this person is not available as of right now either. And again, another person who was never on the ship, who just came in contact with her, and the test results have not come back yet, or they're not telling us that they have not come back yet. Like I said earlier, 40 people are already back home. So all the people that are saying don't let them off the ship, there's still a lot of people on the ship right now. But there's a lot of people that are already off.
40 people! 40 as in 40? 40 people left that boat early.
This information did not come from the WHO or any health officials. Apparently, a Spanish person that was on the ship reached out to a large media company in Spain and told them, and that's how the information came out. So it makes you wonder, what else are they not telling us? If they're not telling us that 40 people are already off the ship and back home, hopefully not sneezing all over the place, what else are they not telling us? Reportedly, these people are from 12 different countries, including the Netherlands, Switzerland, the UK, Canada, Germany, and the US.
Now, it comes this morning as we're learning from the Associated Press that 40 individuals from the cruise ship where the outbreak really exploded left the cruise ship at an island called St. Helena early before the cruise ship concluded. Those 40 people are theoretically all across the globe. We have Georgia health authorities in the United States of America monitoring 2 individuals, even though they say no symptoms, no sign of infection. But essentially, the race to contact trace those 40 individuals and anyone who may have come into contact with someone who has confirmed hantavirus is on. And well, now we have a flight attendant from a KLM flight who is hospitalized with possible symptoms. Now, authorities are stressing that there is no threat to the general public. It remains extremely low, and it's extremely difficult to transmit this human to human.
So far, what we
Well, they got one thing wrong. It's not hard to transfer this disease. It's like the flu. It's like everything else. If you touch something, it's contaminated. If you sneeze, if you wipe your nose, you touch something, it's contaminated. For them to say that, it's all over with, and people, well, we should be practicing as citizens to always wash our hands and wash your house down, the inside of your house, or heck, even your outside, even your driveways, with bleach. Yeah, just to kill it. Bleach will kill it. The virus, if it's in your house or clothes or whatever, use a little bleach in your clothes. Always wash your hands. Wash your doorknobs off, outside and inside. Toilet bowl things and light switches. And, it's like anything else. Any other sickness, the flu, the regular flu, a cold, whatever. If one person has it, it's going to spread. Unless you're younger and your immune system is good, then you might fight it off. But eventually you'll even catch a cold. All right, let's continue here. This is almost done.
know is there are people in Singapore being tested and isolated. There are 2 people in the UK who have no symptoms but are self-isolating, and there are 2 people in Canada that are actively being monitored. And I want y'all to remember, if you watched my first video, that this virus has a long incubation period. It can sit in a person's system dormant where you can't tell they have it from 0 days up to 8 weeks. So a person can contract it, walk around, maybe they just have the sniffles, but they could be spreading it. And now it has officially been announced that residents in at least 4 US states were on that ship and are now being monitored. And they are from California, Arizona, Texas, and Georgia. And Lord, I hope every single one of them are healthy and fine and feeling good and feel good for 16 weeks.
Well, that sounds like incubation time for CB. Now, how did these people get it? Who knows? That ship might have rats on it, mice in the cargo halls and stuff. Probably. Numerous ways they could have contracted it. I mean, look at we had 3 movie stars or whatever that died from it or complications from it. And they were here in the United States, So, you don't have to leave the it's already here. It's a proven fact. We have Mr. Hackman who passed from it. I think there was 2 other people that passed from it or symptoms of it, which caused, problems, and they passed. So that very well might be. You might be suffering from other things, but then you catch Hanta or whatever, or CB, and this is like a cold, a flu, whatever. Just like CB, it affects your lungs, your bodies, your joints ache, and everything. So we're just going to have to, as America. Hey, I'm guilty of it too, doing stuff outside and in sheds and stuff without wearing a mask and stuff like that. Garage, a thrift step, barn selling or whatever, digging through stuff. I wonder if that's what Fritz passed away from on the American Pickers. They said he had cancer, but I wonder if he also had something else. They were always digging through stuff. So, folks, wash your hands, be on the lookout, be safe. always wash your hands and try and wipe things down in your apartment and stuff, or house or whatever. And finally, you have to remember, folks, this disease, these animals, these are all animal diseases, animal pathogen waste. But animals have been on Earth just as long as men, but they crap outside, you know. Mice and everything, they were here before mankind. So all this poo and all this waste and everything is finally catching up, probably. And it's infecting the ground, the water, and people. Yeah. Well, we need to battle wars on trying to keep us alive, you know, on disease, sickness, parasites, bacteria. All right, you folks have a great day. I'll be back with more content, more news, more things. Make sure you folks get out today, tomorrow, your local towns, and do some garage selling. Have a good day, and I'll be back.